Another once again. So I took a few days off. I've actually had to work to make some money in order to pay for some of these things. Alright, well finally I was able to install the inner primary case cover. Inner primary case. I had gone to Harley Davidson to pick up the gasket kit, which I like going into Harley, into the dealership. Beautiful bikes all over the place. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Once you get into the parts department, that's where everything goes wrong. Because you don't want to go in there and feel like, you know, you want to talk up a big game and show no signs of being a cheapskate. Where the hell did I put this? So you go in there and you tell them what you're looking for, see what they have, and sure enough, they come out with things. They start coming out with things, and I told them what I was doing, and they have a kit for it. Gasket kit, inner primary. Part number 257000228. Apparently it's for, it fits anything of $19.99 and up, big trends. And this is the silver metal gasket. Comes with, initially I just wanted this, and then the oil seal for the bearing. But he's like, well, you know, you're doing this, that, and the other. You need to change out the bolts. I'm like, really? You need to change out the bolts? He's like, oh yeah, because you can't reuse the old bolts. I'm like, why not? Knowing that, I just wanted to see what jive he was going to give me. He's like, oh, because, you know, they have the O-ring, the special O-ring, and it comes with the Loctite on it, because apparently no one knows how to use Loctite, you know, liquid Loctite. So it comes already pre-installed. So this is what it is. And then we were chit-chatting, and it turns out that he's relatively close. He lives close to where I live, and we're talking about a couple blocks away. So I didn't want to feel all awkward and shit, so I said, okay, fine. I'll take it. $58. Are you kidding me? And previous to that, I had bought the O-rings for my old primary case bolts, which I took off like any other bolt. I don't see why you would need to replace them. If anything, you just needed to replace the O-rings. And they don't tell you on the service manual, they don't tell you what type of Loctite to put on there. So I'm thinking, well, okay, it doesn't tell you which one to use. So how many times do you take off the inner primary cover? Not too often, I imagine. So I went ahead and put on the permanent one, the red one, the 262 Loctite. You know what? And I didn't have to purchase it either, because this is the Loctite that came with the SNS oil pump and the SNS cam plate upgrade. It came with that. So in a few other videos, I showed what came in those kits, what came inside those kits, and it showed that it came with a few of these. It came with a few I don't know what it is, the 243 Loctite. It came with assembly lube. So I'm like, I'm golden. There's no need for me to go and purchase some Loctite for $8 to $14 per tube. All right, well, I'm rambling. So 58 bucks for this kit. And I went away and I was like with buyer's remorse because I'm like, I think I overpaid for it. Sure enough, I go online. I punched in this part number. I go online and this comes out. 275700337. The last three digits are different. And it was the exact same thing as this. The only difference, and I was looking up and down the internet to see what was the difference. The only difference is that this metal gasket for this one is black. It's not silver like this. So when it's sandwiched between your engine case and the inner cover, look at that. You can barely see it. It's there. It's black. It's beautiful. So it ties in perfectly for me. That other silver one, that's 58 bucks, that kit, so that's going back to Harley because I was able to pick this up online. Yes, through eBay, Amazon. They all have the cheapest things in the world. 24 bucks compared to 58 bucks. That's a $34 difference. That's a lot. 24 bucks, 6 bucks shipping, 30 bucks. All right, I'm golden. It took them 3 days for him to get here. So this is what I'm doing. Don't let anyone talk you into things like they did, well, like I allowed myself to be talked into. In my previous videos, you got to see that my starter, initially why I started breaking up this whole thing is because I had hard starts. I had oil coming out of my manifold, the carburetor. Every time it would stall, it would cough up blue smoke, and every once in a while when I would open up the air filter, it was sobbing in oil. So on the forums, it will tell you everything. Bad compression, the compensator is not working, the primary chain is too tight, you got clutch issues, the starter, the gears on the starters, everything. So when I took this puppy apart, I saw that, and this is pretty clean. I kind of wiped it off. But I saw the shmoo here, this white plumber's shmoo. I haven't bench tested the starter, but you know what? It wasn't sealing properly. It was grinding once the bike was hot or warm, and to restart, sometimes it would grind. It wouldn't turn over. So I said, fuck it. I spent, I won't say it because my wife might watch the video, and then she's like, how much did you spend for absolutely everything that you've been doing? I spent for another starter. Chrome one. Fuck it. 134 bucks from DB Electronic. Out in, I don't know where they're at. I think they're Texas or something. I gotta look up the, wherever it came from. I went online, searched high and low. I didn't go for the cheapest, but I went with the one with the better reviews. Apparently this one's higher torque than the original Harley starter. So I'm putting it side by side. This one has a chintzy chrome cover, and this is all chrome. 134 bucks, free shipping. It came, all the gear came assembled. They're exactly the same. Everything else is the same. Same plug here, same plug here, same electrical connector. This one's got a little breather. I don't know what it's for. I don't care. It's got the same disconnect here. It's got the same everything. It has the same everything. So I'm going to install this. I got the inner primary case attached and installed. Torque sequence, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the service manual. I'm waiting for the Baker manual chain adjuster or tensioner. I'm waiting for that to come in order for me to finish this whole thing and get it rolling. Come on. And finally today it was 50 something degrees here. We have cabin fever. We're itching for beautiful days, and tomorrow it's going to be 55, close to 60. The day after that it's going to be like maybe even 70. It's beautiful riding weather, and look at this. It's torn apart. Oh, check it out. The shifter linkage that I purchased from Amazon fits well with the black. It's got shiny aluminum cuttings, laser cuttings, as they call it. Laser, ooh, lasers. Yeah. All right. So it's got little pivot eyelets here for, see, it pivots back here also. A lot of play. And as you can see, the rear transmission shifter lever is nice and firm. It's not loose like it was before.